Sage CRM provides you with a number of different field types that you can add to your screens, allowing you to configure the system to meet your needs. One of the available field types is the Search Select Advanced field, and it allows you to search for records within an entry screen. An example would be the Link Solution field that you'll find on the Solutions tab of a case. This field enables us to hit the Search Select Advanced icon and make our selection from the list, or we can hit the triangle and open a finder that lets us search by multiple fields. But the most effective way to use a Search Select Advanced field is to type a few letters into the field. So for example, if we're looking to link a solution involving exporting data, we could enter EXP. Then when we hit the icon, the system filters the list, and we can easily make our selection from the returned items. So now that you have a feel for how a Search Select Advanced field behaves, let's go ahead and add one to the Opportunity Summary screen. For our demonstration scenario, let's suppose that we work with independent agents that refer business to us. We'd like to link the referring agent to the opportunity that they referred, and we can do this using a Search Select Advanced field. One of the benefits of doing this is that it enables us to run reports showing the opportunities that we've received from our referral sources. So now let's jump right in and get started. We'll begin by going to Administration, Customization, then Opportunity, since that is where the new field will be placed. Here on the Fields tab, you can see all of the existing fields for opportunities. Let's click New to create our new field. Here we'll set up the properties of our field, and starting with entry type, you can see that there are many different types. We'll choose Search Select Advanced. Notice that once we made our selection, additional properties appeared that are specific to this field type. Moving to column name. This will be the field name in the database, and you must keep this prefix as is and append your field name. So here we'll enter Referral Person. The caption is the actual field caption that will be seen on the opportunity screen, and here we'll enter Referred By. The entry width is the width of the field, and we'll go with the default of 20. Next we have Search Entity, and we want to use this field to search for the referring person that exists in our Sage CRM database, so we'll select Person. Notice that some additional properties appeared based on our selection. Depending on the nature of your field, you can set the field to search by default within the current entity, person, company, or custom entity. For example, if your search entity is Opportunity and you want the search to only show opportunities within the current company context, set the default to search with current company. If this field is left blank, the search is extended to the whole system. Since we intend for this field to search for people outside the current company, we'll leave it blank. The Search SQL field allows you to enter a SQL script that you want to run on the field. That's beyond the scope of this demo, so now we'll move to View Fields. Here you can specify additional information to be displayed on the Search Select Advanced search results. Besides showing the person's name, it would be helpful to see their company as well to help ensure that we select the correct person. Importantly, if you do select additional information to display in the search results, you'll also need to select the search entry as well, which in our case is Person. However, if you don't select additional view fields here, then the search entity you selected above will appear in the search results by default and does not need to be highlighted here. So in our case, since we also want to display the company, we'll first select Person, then scroll down to locate Company, and we'll Control-click to allow multi-select. Next are tied fields. Tied fields allow you to link to and search for multiple entities from a single Search Select field. To do this, you would highlight the additional fields here. This is easier to show than to explain, so let's look at an example. Here we have the standard New Task screen, and the About field is an example of a Search Select Advanced field with tied fields. When we click on the icon, you can see that from a single Search Select Advanced field, we can select from 4 entities as the default for our search. So if we select opportunities, our search will only look at opportunities, and the same for cases, and so on. For our demonstration, we'll keep it simple and only use the single person search entity that we selected above. Now let's look at Restrictor field. This allows you to select another Search Select Advanced field that restricts the searched values for the current Search Select field. Again, this is easier shown than explained, and a good example would be on the New Appointment page. In the Regarding panel, the Company and Persons fields are both Search Select Advanced fields, and the Person field has been tied to the Company field. If we click the Person icon, you can see that the search is being performed across the entire database, showing people from all companies. However, if we first go to the Company field and search for Gatecom by entering the first few letters, you can see that when we select Gatecom from the list, 2 things happen. First, the Person search result automatically opens, and second, it's been restricted to only show people that belong to Gatecom. We're not going to use a restrictor field in our demo, and accordingly, our search will be performed across the whole database. Moving to Linked field, this allows you to select another Search Select Advanced field that links to the searched values of the current Search Select field. This property is beyond the scope of our demo, so now let's move to the final property, Search on all view fields. If we select this, then our search will no longer be restricted to persons, but will include all of the items in the View Fields box above. For our demo, we'll leave this unchecked. Now we'll hit Save to create the new field. Our next step is to place the field on the Opportunity Summary screen. To do this, we'll open the Screens tab, and here we'll enable inline customization. This will save us the trouble of trying to identify which of the screens below is the correct one for us to edit. So now let's use the Recent list to open an existing opportunity. Notice the Customize Screen hyperlinks that are the result of enabling inline customization in the previous step. For our demo, we'll put the new field on the For panel, so let's click the Customize Screen link, and here you can add the new field. To do this, we'll open the field list and select our Referral by field. And the position should be Same Line, which will place it on the same line as the field above it. And for Hyperlink, we want it to link to the person. Now we'll click Add, then Update, and then Save. Now let's try out our new Search Select Advanced field. We'll click Change, and let's suppose that this opportunity was referred to us by Simon Yoltoy of Gatecom. So let's enter the first few letters of his first name, then hit the icon, and there he is at the bottom of the list. If we want to search for him by his last name, we would first need to enter %, which means contains, then the first few letters of his last name, then hit the icon, and since there are no other potential matches in our database, his name is automatically inserted. Now let's hit Save, and finally, let's get rid of the inline customization hyperlinks by going back to Administration, and here we'll uncheck the box. And returning to the opportunity, you can see that the customized screen links are gone. And that completes our demonstration of a Search Select Advanced field. Give us a call if you need assistance with this or any other feature in your Sage CRM system. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Bye for now.